we are on this project like yesterday. Section 1, when you finish your prasadam, there is a one plastic bag in front of the door, put your remnants there. And if you want to use the bathroom, go upstairs, do not disturb the other people.
Thank you.
I keep the door closed, but it's open.
Keep the door closed.
Not completely closed, can somebody close? No, the door.
Yes, Give me this. Someone turn down the fan a little bit. Button is there.
Maybe here.
Oh.
Yes, regulator is there.
Oh, yeah. Works with the other one.
It's okay. Jai Nitai. We'll continue the Katha. Ananga Manjari Samputika. Yesterday, Ramachandra Prabhu is saying about some truths of Ananga Manjari and how we will get these blessings, kripa from Srinitai. Today is starting a very amazing truths about this tattva. Something's amazing. Before we know some things, but now Ramachandra Prabhu will explain some truths in another direction. Goloke Divuja Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Tat Prakasha Sharupoyam Dithiya Dharupaka. And then he started the verses in Bengali. Radha Krishna Balaramo Oikko Vastu Oikko Dhamo Oishwarjo Madhurjo Premamoy Ihatena Koroano Murti Bhede Tinonamo Shastra Mote Jani Vishcha. Very amazing truths about this story. Sri Krishna, Sri Radhika and Sri Balaram. before we got some knowledge from scriptures. Balarama is Mula Sankarshan and he is the next form of Sri Krishna. Srimati Radharani is Ladini Shakti of Sri Krishna. But here, to explain some amazing truths that all those three, they are not non-different, they are one. Radha, Krishna, Balaram, they are one. Same truths, but different name. Same power, but different forms. You will get the same benefits from anyone. If you go to one, then automatically you will get others' blessings also. But there is question. He said, this is true, if you, they are according to the scripture, but they are the same form, different name, the same truths, same tattva, but according to raganuga-bhakti, there is something different. In the beginning, here, he explained that if you go to any one of these three, you will get the same benefits. But in commentary, Yadunandan Thakur, in commentary, he said something indifferent. No. If you go to direct to Krishna, then you will not get this benefits. And you are not allowed to go direct to Krishna. If you go to direct to him, then if he is not with this other, that means with Srimati Radharani or Ananga Manjari, then also you will not get the same benefits. No benefits to get. But if you go to Ananga Manjari, Mula Sankarshan or Srimati Radharani, you will get the same benefits. Even you will get this kripa of Sri Krishna. You have not to go to Krishna directly. Yes, our target to serve Krishna. Our target to get kripa, to please Krishna, to get kripa from Krishna. But for this, we have not to go to him. Because, why? Because he is controlled by his devotees, like Ananga Manjari, Srimati Radharani. If they are not approved, if they will not allow us, then Krishna will not look at us. Not possible. They will explain, yes, you can look at him, you can look at her. Yes, you can accept, you can bless. Maybe he is controller of everything, but at the same time he is controlled by Srimati Radharani. So, Ramachandra Prabhu, he explained this. Tat prakasha sharupoyam ditya deha rupaka. Ananga Manjari, Mula Shankarshan Balarama. He is the next form, and at the same time, all these three, Srimati Radharani, Krishna and Balarama, they are only different names. By truth, Oikavastu, they are the same and they are in the same place, always. In one form, there you will find these three. Whenever you see Krishna is alone there, you must know other two will be there. Sometimes externally, sometimes inside. When Krishna is alone, that means Srimati Radharani is inside him. Like Dwarka, like Mathura. That's why in Navavrindavan, when he was roaming there, he watched his reflection on this crystal pillar, and because he was in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he tried to embrace. Isn't it? Apari kalita purvam kaschamatkar-kari purati mamagarya nishna pura. After he is seeing this reflection on this crystal pillar, he was surprised. Oh, very beautiful, very nice. That time he was really covered with this mood of Srimati Radharani. And he ran to embrace this reflection. But this place was not Vrindavan. So the Aishwarya stopped him. Oh, what are you doing? Then he found, oh, it is my reflection. Then he realized he has such kinds of madhurya, sweetness. Spurati mamagarya neshava dhutya pura, I have such kinds of beauty. Ayam ahamapi hanta prakshayam lubdha cheta shaurabhisham upabhaktum kame radhitiva. When I also attract with this madhurya, sweetness, then how Srimati Radharani, she is feeling this, she is engaging herself with this beauty, with this sweetness. I have to know this. I want to test myself with the mood of Srimati Radharani. That is the cause of Sriman Mahaprabhu's appearance. So, when Krishna is alone there, you must know Srimati Radharani and Mula Sankarshan, both also is there. They are not, never be alone. They are always together. Oikavastu Oikadhama, they are always in the same place. That's why if you go to anyone, Srimati Radharani or Ananga Manjari, you will get Krishna there. They will engage you for Krishna Shiva. Ihatena korvano mukti bhudinama shastro mate janhamishara. Ramachandra Prabhu, he explained this. This all is not my word. Also in scriptures you will find these truths. And that is true. অতএব কহিসার শক্তি তত্ত্ব সুবিচার শ্রীকৃষ্ণ স্বরূপ নিরূপণ সৎ চিত আনন্দময় কৃষ্ণের স্বরূপ হয় ত্রয়ী শক্তি যাতে প্রকটন। Then again is explaining another amazing truth about these three potencies of Krishna, Satchit Ananda. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there he explained about these three truths. Shadam Sheshandhini, Anandam Shalladini, Chidam Sheshamvid Jari Gyan Purima. Has three potencies: Sat, Nitya, Ananda, that is bliss, and Chit, knowledge. But here, he just divided these three potencies with these three truths. He says that, no, Sat, this eternity, it's Balaram, Mula Shankara. Chit Shakti, Krishna himself. And Ananda, this part is Srimati Radharani. So if you meditate about these three potencies of Sri Krishna, Sat Chit Ananda Maya Vigraha, then you will find these three in one place. In Shastra, pray for Krishna that he is Satchidananda Maya Vigraha, isn't it? So Satchidananda means Ramachandra Prabhu. He explains Satchidananda means here not this all other. But to say it in Satchidananda is existence, awareness and bliss. Sat, Chit and Ananda. Existence, awareness and bliss. These three potencies is not different with Balaram, Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna. That is very amazing truth. Before, no one said in that way. Six Goswamis, from six Goswamis we got this knowledge about these three potencies. That by these three potencies, Krishna is doing all his work. Somewhere he is using for this creation with some potencies. With some potencies he is doing all his sweet pastimes. And with some potencies he is taking rest. Swarupa Shakti. This is Swarupa Shakti. Here, Ramachandra Prabhu, he wanted to show us these truths about Ananga Manjari. She is non-different form of Sri Krishna. If you go to Ananga Manjari, if you worship Ananga Manjari, then you can get this direct kripa from Krishna. Because why? How it will happen with us? Because in scriptures there have so many rules, so many activities is written there we have to follow. Why is said in that way? Because if you go to Ananga Manjari, they will still take you to Srimati Radharani. Nowhere in another place, when you will take shelter on the lotus feet, Ananga Manjari, then she will take you to Srimati Radharani and she will explain about your desire. She will explain about your love. She will explain about your greed, lobha. And when Srimati Radharani will know this all truths about sadhaka, then she will allow. She has not to allow, only she has to know. Will be engaged by Ananga Manjari and Rupa Manjari. Manjaris are always engaged by these two Manjaris. Sometimes Rupa Manjari, sometimes Ananga Manjari. And they were also non-different. Whenever some sadhaka, just yesterday we were talking about the parampara, that someone is another parampara, Rupanuga, Rupa Manjari parampara. Someone is Ananga Manjari parampara. There has no clash, there has no grouping. They will both decide to each other. Whenever Rupa Manjari will get a new Manjari, then she will discuss with Ananga Manjari. Whenever Ananga Manjari will get some new Manjari, she will discuss with Rupa Manjari. Because both of them, they are the top. And when they will be sure about the mood of the Manjaris, then they will engage them. Otherwise not. Otherwise not. Everyone will be approved by two. But at the same time, Srimati Radharani always is following the desire of Ananga Manjari. You know why? According to mood, she is same as Srimati Radharani. That's why sometimes she will be sent to Krishna directly by Srimati Radharani to act like her. She is look like Srimati Radharani. She is very near mood of Srimati Radharani. And she is the younger sister of Srimati Radharani. We are always preferring our relatives, isn't it? We are always preferring our relatives. When she is the younger sister of Srimati Radharani, so she is most nearest one of Srimati Radharani, Jugal Kishore. But whenever they will engage anyone, a new Manjari, both of them, they will judge if she has good qualities, if she is qualified to do this. They will decide both together. Then they will engage one new Manjari. Otherwise, we will not get Shiva when they will not approve us. Maybe we are in any parampara. We have to get this both approval from Rupa Manjari and Ananga Manjari. Both of them has to say, yes, she is qualified. Then one will engage with his seva or her seva. Otherwise not possible. সৎপদে বলিয়ে নিত্য এই সে পরম তত্ত্ব বলদেব করি যারে জানি জ্ঞান পূর্ণ তত্ত্ব বিশুদ্ধতে পরিণত সেই তত্ত্ব কৃষ্ণকে ব্যাখ্যান। Sat. Here is very easy. That means this eternal truths. Sadanse is Balaram. Chit is full of pure transcendental truth, explain everything about Krishna, the knowledge. And Ananda is Srimati Radharani. Ananda Jaharanam, Purno Sukha Purno Kamo. অপূর্ণতে এই পদনাই আহ্লাদিনী তার নাম সর্বশক্তি রসধাম সেই বস্তু রাধা বলিয়া। Who is Radha? She is লাদিনী শক্তি, পূর্ণ সুখ পূর্ণ কর্ম. He is the full happiness of Krishna. Purna Ananda. Why Srimati Radharani is known as Purna Sukha? Sukha means some work, is not? What is Sukha? If you say, I cannot say someone is happiness. Is happiness? No. But here, Ramachandra Goswami, he said, Srimati Radharani is the full happiness of Sri Krishna. It's very amazing truth. Why? Because sometimes Srimati Radharani is inside as a mood of Sri Krishna. Sometimes is externally, sometimes is inside of Krishna. So, his non-different form of Krishna with his moods and with pastimes. At the same time he is a form, at the same time he is a mood also. She is a mood also. By her, Krishna will get happiness, and with her, Krishna will get happiness. Dual form. Krishna, why Krishna? He just part his Ladini Shakti to test himself in another form. But how much it was, this power, this potential of Ladini Shakti, he has not this knowledge also, 100%. So, he has to appear again in the form of Sriman Mahaprabhu. That's why, in scriptures, about the truths of Krishna, said some very nice words, Saubhagate Parampadam. Vishmapanam Shasracha Shobhagate Parampadam Bhushana Bhushanangam. Vishmapanam Shasracha. Krishna will be amazed with his own potential. Krishna will be amazed with tasting his own sweetness. That's why he has not this knowledge about his own potency of this Ladini Shakti. When he realized this, oh, I have such kinds of beauty. Oh, I have such kinds of madhurya. I have such kinds of sweetness. I have to test more again. But not with my mood, that means not with this cheap mood. I want to test myself with my sweetness. That means in Radha mood, Radhika mood. So he appeared again as Sriman Mahaprabhu. That's why Srimati Radharani at the same time, She is a form, and at the same time, she is like a mood. She is like an activity of Krishna. Shadangsascha chidangsascha anandam shastathaivacha shadangshe shayamevasti. Same words. Chidangshe vasudevaka anandyangshe cha radhadyāradhini shakti sharaga shad anandyang shato rama pum prakatyatmaka para. The same word, but he just explain about this. He has these three potencies, Sat, Chit and Ananda. Shadangshe Shayamevasti, in another form like Balaram. Chidangshe Vasudevaka, his form of like Vasudeva. And in Anandangsha, in the part of Ananda, yeah, that's Srimati Radhika and etc. Radhadya. Here is not only Srimati Radharani. Radha Adi means there has more. Like Lalita Vishakha? No. Like other Naikas, Chandravali, Chitra, Shyama, Kalita, they are all. Because Lalita Vishakha is not the same stage of Srimati Radharani, but Chandravali. Sometimes Krishna, he promised to Srimati Radharani, yes, I will come to you. But then again, he will go to Chandravali, he will go to Shyama, he will go to Chitra. That means they are all in the same stages like this. So here Radhadya means they are not only Srimati Radharani, they have so many. Sat Chit Shambhit Jai Ananda Sharpashai Tino Tattva Mile Ekatanu Radha Krishna Balarama Rasha Mayo Rashadhama Oikko Vastu Rupo Bhinu Bhinu Ekhone Shunaho Jara Bhajjo Lila Avatara Krishna Ichha Matra Prakatane Pumanste Srishtitana Krishna Bihariro Sthana Nana Bhanti Korenu Rachana. Aspects of his potencies like Sat Chit Ananda. You will find in these three, Radha, Krishna, Balarama, the same words they explain again and again. Oikka Vastu, Rupa Bhinu Bhunu. They are the same, but according to their form, you will find some difference. But inside, if you go inside of them, you will find that the same. For this external lila, for this external pastimes, he manifests so many avatars, and it always happens by the wish of Sri Krishna, not the cowherd boy, who is Swam Bhagavan, who is Swam Bhagavan. By his desire, all these avatars they will appear. Pumanste Srishtitana Krishna Biharero Sthano Nana Bhanti Karena Rachana. Now he is explaining about the truths of Mula Sankarsana. Who is Mula Sankarsana? He is creating everything. Krishna Bihare Rasthana. Here, the translation is here. He creates the Krishna's playground with different paraphernalia. But if we just think about the playground, the places of his pastimes, that will not really 100% explanation of this word. Mona Sankarsana is creating everything. Not only the place of his leelas, of his pastimes, even the moods also, even the nature also. Whatever Yoga Maya in Vrindavan Leela, we know that Yoga Maya, she is creating you can say the writer of his pastimes, Krishna's pastimes. In Rasa Leela, Shukadeva Goswami, he started like this, that Krishna, he just started his pastime in Rasa Leela and he took shelter on Yoga Maya. Bhagavan Pita Ratri Sharadat Kulla Mallika Bhiksha Rantum Manas Chakre Yoga Maya Upasrita. Upasrita means Bhagavan. Shukadeva Goswami, he started very nicely. For Parikshit, listen carefully. Although he is Bhagavan, Bhagavanopi, but then also he desired to meet this all gopis. He desired to play with them. Rantum Manas Chakre. That was Krishna's desire. And that's why he just took shelter on Yoga Maya Upasrita. And then in commentary, Jiva Goswami Pad and Chakravarti Pad, they said that Yoga Maya is creating everything. All this nature, all this moods, for this all living entities there. But behind Yoga Maya, who is creating everything is? It is Mula Sankarsana. Without his desire, Yoga Maya also not allowed to do this anything. From background, Mula Sankarsana is doing everything. Saradat Kulla Mallika, he is creating the natures also. How Krishna will get more desire. Because this all is bhava, for creating bhava, uddipan vibhava, you know. What is known as uddipan vibhava? By which one can get this moods. Uddipana vibhavyate. So, to see this nature, oh, so many flowers, very nice, moonlight. The bumblebees, they are flying together. The deer, they are dancing together. The peacocks, the male and female peacocks, they are dancing together. They are meeting to each other. They are talking to each other. They are singing and dancing together. To see this, Krishna will get this desire for togetherness. with the gopis. So, Mula Sankarsana, he's creating everything for Krishna. That means he's not only creating the places, he's creating everything. How Krishna will get more pleasure, how Krishna will be more happy. The work of Mula Sankarsana is like this. Maybe sometimes he is decorating the gopis in another way. How all the gopis, they came there. They were very nicely decorated. When they just ran towards Krishna, they were really very nice decorated? No. All the gopis, just after they listened this flute, they ran to Krishna. Someone was distributing the food to the family members, and he just left everything, ran to Krishna. Someone changing dresses, just listen the fruits, and he just left the dress there and ran to Krishna. Someone was decorating herself, and when he just listened this fruit, everything was really changed. He put altar, this red, what to say it in English? Altar?
Footlock.
Footlock, yes. She put this footlock, eyes. He put the bangles on her legs. So they are really nicely decorated there. But why they run in that way there? Why? Do you think about this? They can decorate themselves. But it was the desire of Mula Sankarsana. It was the desire of Yoga Maya. Because they think that Krishna will be happy, more happy to see them in that way. That is the rupa, decoration of love. If you follow this Rasa Leela Pada in Govinda Das, written by Govinda Das, very nice some words there. So many gopis, they are running together, but they are not look each other. They have not this knowledge also that someone is running behind of them, behind of her. Thousands of gopis, they are running towards Krishna. No one is look to each other. Because their thinking and eyes, everything was only to Krishna. They have not this knowledge, what they did with them. Someone has no dress, just naked, without dress, they run. Someone is looking so ugly because maybe she put some things for washing, but in that way she run. But they want to, that means Mula Sankarsana, Yoga Maya, they want to show this love for Krishna to Krishna. Krishna will be happy. And Krishna wants this to see in that way to them. That's why when Mahadev, Devadadev Mahadev, he wanted to join in Rasa Leela, you know. He wanted to join in Rasa Leela. When Krishna just playing flutes, So he came there in the form of a gopi, very nicely decorated. Before they will come, he came to Krishna. And Krishna was surprised. Only to look at him, Krishna just recognized, oh, he's Shankar, he's Mahadev. And he asked, why you are here? Mahadev said, why you are here? You call me by playing flutes. But I played flutes for my gopis. Yes, I'm also gopi. You can see? I'm also gopi. And then Krishna said, you are not my gopi. You are not my gopi. Why? You are sure I am not your gopi? Yes, I am sure. Because you are Shankar. You are Mahadev, I know. Okay, just wait. You can see my gopis. After some time, all the gopis, they come near to them. Thousands of gopis. And then Krishna saw, look at them. They are my gopis. When Mahadev, Devadidev, he just found there this mood. When he saw this, they are coming to Krishna in that way, then he realized, oh, that is very deep love. They have not this feelings, how they are coming to Krishna. They have not this knowledge. They are just following their love. Only they have to come to Krishna. That means Krishna also waiting. Krishna was waiting to see them in that way. That's why Yoga Maya and Mula Sankarsana, both of them, they create their mind in that way. They did not get any chance to decorate themselves. Just run. So, Mula Sankarsana is doing everything. He is always trying to please Krishna. That's why he is creating the places, the dharma. He is creating the moods. He is creating his associates. All the gopis, they are gopis because they are empowered by Ananga Manjari. Mula Sankarsana, he just gives this power to please Krishna. Behind everything, you will find Mula Sankarsana is there. Maybe in front of them, in front of all these things, sometimes you will find Yoga Maya. Sometimes you will find another one. But behind everything, there is Mula Sankarsana. Without Mula Sankarsana, Krishna will not get anything. Will not give anything, will not get anything without Mula Sankarsana. That's why in raganuga-bhakti, Ananga Manjari is most important. Without her blessings, without her help, no one can get this highest level as a Manjari. So, एको विष्णु तीनों रूपे सृष्टादि रचय सुखे बलराम इच्छाय एसब संकर्षण आदि करी शेष रूप अवतरी देखायला अनंत वैभव. This all explanation about the potencies of Balarama, how he is creating, how he is maintaining this world. By his another forms, it's explaining about this. In these three forms, Vishnu is creating, destroying and maintaining everything he is doing about this universe, for this universe, and this all they are doing by the wish of Balaram, Mula Shankarshan. Who is Mula Shankarshan? You know, if you see the stages, there has Chaturbuha, Vasudev, Shankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. There has Chaturbuha. Next to Krishna is Shankarsana, Mula Shankarsana. Krishna and Mula Shankarsana, they are not doing directly by them anything. They are not creating, they are not doing anything by themselves. Krishna always doing his pastimes, leelas. Not the external leelas like killing the demons and devils. The leelas like these sweet leelas. And Mula Shankarshan, he is supporting always with all these leelas. But all the external duties, like creation, like maintaining the worlds, like destroy, these all external duties, they will do by this another three forms, mainly Vasudeva. When the time for Krishna will come, Krishna will get this desire. Ekoham bahushyam prajayita. Now I am one, I want to do so many. Yes. So, he will explain this desire to Mula Shankarsana. Now the time of creation. Then Mula Shankarsana will wish for this creation. But he will not do by himself. Only he will wish about this, and then this wish will follow by Vasudeva. Mainly by these three forms, Krishna will do everything, all his external duties. Like duties, that is not, you can say, that is not his leelas, that is duties. Creation, maintaining and destroy. For this universe, everything. Dashamurti dhariramo puray krishnero kamo shunaho taharo vivarano paduka bashano chhatra sajjasano জ্ঞান সূত্র যজ্ঞ সূত্র মন্দির বাহিরে বিভূষণ আরো উপাধান রূপ কৃষ্ণে দেন মহাসুখ এই মতে কৃষ্ণ সেবা করে অনন্তের লীলা যত কেবা জানে অভিমত কৃষ্ণ সঙ্গে সদাই বিহারে. Now, he's explaining more about this Mula Shankarsana. How he is praising Krishna. Dashamurti dhariram. That means by 10 forms. That is, you can say, it's like an example. There is not only 10. He said the tens, but not only the tens. More than tens. In so many forms, he is pleasing Krishna. And how is this forms? Paduka, shoes. Mula Shankarsana is the shoe of Krishna. Vasana, clothes. If we just take away Mula Sankarsana, do you think which form Krishna will get? If we take away this form, Vasana, Mula Sankarsana, then Krishna will be nothing. Chhatra, umbrella. Sajjasana, that means his bed. Yagya Sutra, the threads. Mandira Bahire Vibhushana, all the decoration from inside and outside of his temples. Everything is Mula Sankarsana. The door is Mula Sankarsana. That's why when we're doing Arati, you know the rules. After you'll do the Arati of Krishna, Srimati Radharani, then you have to show this lamp to the door. Then all the other devotees. The first one will be for the door because this is Mula Sankarsana. From there Krishna will enter here. If you will close Mula Sankarsana, Krishna will not enter. Arupadhana Rupa. Upadhana means pillow. Without pillow, no one can get sleep in a good way, isn't it? If you want to get dream, if you want to get very nice sleep, then you need a good pillow. And Krishna always likes, Krishna always likes not only the pillow for the head, also the side pillow he needs. Yes. So, in this form of pillow, Mula Sankarsana is doing seva for Krishna. Arupadhanurupo Krishna Dhyana Mahashuko. In this forms, Mula Sankarsana always pleasing Krishna. Anantero Lilajato Kiva Jane Odhimato Krishna Sangi Sadai. Ananta is Ananta. That means endless. If you want to count, if you want to see the end of Mula Sankarsana, you will never find. He is endless. He is Ananta. That's why he can keep Krishna. He can hold Krishna. He can cover Krishna. By this form of Mula Sankarsana, what it said in the Ishopanishad, Ishavashamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Everything is covered by him. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Moving, non-moving, everything is covered by Krishna. Directly from Krishna? No. By this form of Mula Sankarsana. By this form of Mula Sankarsana, he covered everything. That's why he is known as Brahmanda Udara. Udar means stomach. Udar means stomach. That means everything is inside of him. Direct to Krishna? No. By the form of Mula Sankarsana. So, in that forms, with these forms, he is always trying to please Krishna. That's why he appeared, he manifested another form of him as Ananga Manjari. Ramachandra Prabhu, before he will explain about Ananga Manjari, he wanted to show us that how Mula Sankarsana is trying and why he is so powerful. how he is covering Krishna. Before he will explain about Ananga Manjari, he wanted to show these all truths about Mula Sankarsana. Then we can realize about the potency of Ananga Manjari. That's why he explained about these truths, that means these forms, Paduka, Chhatra, Upadhana. He wanted to show these truths that Ananga, this Mula Sankarsana is everything. Without Mula Sankarsana, Krishna is nothing. He cannot bless you even without Mula Sankarsana, because the store of his kripa, store of his Krishna love, Krishna prema is Balarama. If you want to give his prema to someone of his devotees, then he has to ask to Balarama, "Oh Balarama, I want to give my love to him, please give some love." Because Mula Sankarsana is the store of Krishna prema.
First, we have to hear the heart tattva.
Yes. That's why Ramachandra Prabhu, he explained everything, very details, to give us this importance about Ananga Manjari. Tomorrow, she will start to explain more things, another things, how they are doing these pastimes, and how Mula Sankarsana is serving Krishna in another way. Then we will start the truths of Ananga Manjari. Tomorrow we will go at once. Thank Yes. If I have a question, you can ask.
I have one question.
Yes.
You were saying earlier how Srimati Radharani is always present, even Krishna's in Dwarka or Mathura, and Krishna's inside, Radharani is inside Krishna. So we understand Krishna has mood in Braj, Madhurya mood. And he goes to Dwarka manifesting different mood.
Yes.
And Dwarka different mood. So is there any description of Srimati Radharani manifesting different mood when she's inside Dwarkadish or Mathura Krishna? Any description?
No, there's not really. In Vidagdha Madhav and Lalita Madhav, you will find some another story about Srimati Radharani in Dwarka. And there Rupa Goswami Pad, he explained about these truths. Srimati Radharani is Satya Bhama Devi, is there. Satya Bhama Devi is Srimati Radharani. But what this real mood of Srimati Radharani, Krishna always get when you will roam in Nava Vrindavan. Because when Srimati Radharani becomes Satya Bhama, that time she also gets this same mood like Aishwarya. There has not this Braj Prem, not this mood. So this pure love, pure Braj Prem will appear when Krishna will be in Nava Vrindavan. Not really 100%, but very near. Because that time Krishna will feel that I am in Vrindavan. What is said? Vrindavanam parityajya padamekam nagacchami. My mind and heart always will be in Vrindavan. I cannot go out, not even one steps outside of Vrindavan. But because of my duty, I have to go out. I have to come out from Vrindavan. But by mind and heart, I am always there. So whenever you will enter in Nava Vrindavan in Dwarka, you will get this mood. And this mood is, you can say, very near to Braj mood. Outside of Braj, this pure mood will not come. But very near to Braj mood. Because that time Srimati Radharani is inside Krishna. That is tadatmata prema. What is this?
আমি তো তোমার, not তুমি তো আমার.
You cannot do it. Just read this.
You were speaking about a new manjari being presented.
New?
Manjari.
Being presented to Radhisham, right? And before that being tested that she has the right mood. Has it ever been that someone has been presented and found to not have the right mood? I don't know if they can present her.
That's the little girl.
Listen first. Whenever, what we are practicing here, until that time we'll get this perfection in our mood, will not be there. Will not be there. Because first we'll be judged by our Guru Manjari. Then Guru Manjari will take us to Rupa Manjari, Ananga Manjari. Then they will judge again.
Judge again.
Yes. What in Prarthana Kirtan of Narottam Das Thakur he said? That they asked to Rupa Manjari, Sri Rupa Paschate ame rohibo bhito hoiya, dohe puno kohibeno ama pane chaiya, সদয় হৃদয় দহে কহিবেন হাসি কোথায় পাইলে রূপই নবদাসী. Oh Rupa, from where you got this new servant, new Manjari? Then Rupa Manjari will explain, or Ananga Manjari will explain this here for Narottam Das Thakur. He said that then Rupa Manjari will explain about me. Sri Rupa Manjari tabe doha vakya shuni Manjulali dilomore idashyani. You know Radhe? Manjulali Manjari, she brings this new dashi for you. And then I judge her. Then I judge her. Oti namra chitto ami hare janilo. Janilo means I judge. If she is qualified or not. And then I found, yes, she is very sweet, she is very humble, she is very loving heart, and she is qualified to serve you. So I take her here and I engage her for your seva.
Baba, on this we say a doubt is a conclusion presented as a question.
Yep.
It's very cute.
Baba, I want to ask, we're reading in Sri Govinda Lilamrita because today is Sri Bahulashtami.
You just explained today, I know. How you said.
Oh, you're talking how?
Yes.
In Govinda Lilamrita, you're talking how the description of Sri Radhakund begins with Sri Ananga Manjari's Ananga's
Yes.
Sakambuj.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ananganandambuj.
And then Lalita Saki.
Yes.
All around. So
All together, all pujas.
so Radhakund is manifesting from Ananga Manjari.
Yes. Ananga.
Because of Radharani's desire.
Yes.
And then everything expands outside.
Yes.
From there.
From there.
They're surrounded. All the other.
Lilamrita is telling me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
What are you talking?
Oh, Adavana, you can explain this, all the kunjas. Just, everyone want to know this.
Oh, not
It takes an hour.
Yes.
I don't have it with me.
No. You just today
today morning you just give this lecture. I know. Daudi said. Oh,
I tell you.
finish my phone.
No, I don't have it.
No,
with
just
me.
say with the microphone what you just said. What
Just-
you
just
said,
say.
because
Sure.
They didn't hear you. They didn't hear you.
I can say it loud.
Can you give him?
I can
Mic, mic, mic.
I don't need mic. I can say it.
Say the mic because I'm sure.
I'm just a parrot.
Don't pretend.
I was asking
Yes.
Prabhupada about the manifestation of Sri Radhakund because today is Sri Bahulashtami.
Bahulashtami. Yes.
Huh? And as we know, Srimati Radhika was telling Krishna that you are contaminated by killing a bull, you have to bathe in the holy waters, and then Srimati Radharani wanted to manifest a pond for pleasure of their play. But in Sri Govinda Lilamrita is describing Radhakund and all the kunjas around Radhakund. But it begins not with Lalita Kunj, but with Ananga Ananga Manjari's Kunj in the middle of Radhakund.
Yes.
That is described, and then Govinda Lilamrita proceeds to describe Lalita Saki's Kunj. And then going on to Vishaka, etc. all the way around.
All afterwards.
After describing everything in Lalita's Kunj, and then to the Vishaka Kunj system. Huh? But beginning with Ananga Manjari first. And so we were discussing this morning how wonderful it is that it coincided with your Harikatha, describing so eloquently how Ananga Manjari as the foundation or further expansion into Radharani's desires of Mula Sankarshan, and how everything is coming through them. And so we were just relishing that this morning. We were discussing.
Daudi said this.
Something work?
Daudi
No,
says.
sorry, I'm telling everything you say.
Oh God. I have to be careful. But with Nectarian, we were
Yes.
relishing
This
that.
description of Radha Kund in Govinda Lilamrita is very, very sweet. Right. Nectarian verse.
Yeah. It was in Bubba's book about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice description. Don't you know? You kirtan some? Some kirtan? Me? Okay. You harmonium here?
Ananga Manjari favor. Yes. Please take your phones off, recorders off the table. Baba, we need to meet that.
Yes. This cord. Cord the cord. Yes.
Okay.
Radhe